my own. Don't need you all in my own. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome.
Been out of the streets, nigga trying to eat while I duck police. On family stealing from me. I'm on the phone being red, but white Jesus can't save me. Get him away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hating me. Get him away from me.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome. Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool now, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2'5", nigga. Coop hanging out the booth, nah, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't wrong. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you fall, they be waiting on it. Bullshit get bread from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it in this bank account empty. Perfect recipe to bring a lot of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Some of it be good if you ain't spending life with a nigga. Never let him put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you paper long, never flex that shit. Told my son when you getting money, never take it to a Bible, flip it over, then invest that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kids. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Got hitters up in Philly, back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome.
Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. If you're not in UPK, you are not in the truth. If you are teaching in a fake Israelite group, you are a false prophet. You understand? And we're going to bring that out today. We're going to start it off with the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verses 10 through 13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
The spirit of what?
Deep sleep.
The Lord has poured out a spirit of deep sleep on all your false prophets. I'm talking about your Creflo Dollars, your give me some more.
Your TD
Jakes,
Anthony Smiths.
He was
Dallas.
You know what that nigga was?
Nah, sir.
Well, anyway, he poured out a deep sleep on it. Now, I will say this. What was the dude Killer Mike had the interview with? You seen
that? Was Creflo Dollars.
Creflo. So them niggas know.
Right.
Them niggas, because I saw it. Them niggas know. You know what I'm saying? They know Christ is black. They probably know that salvation is only for Israel. That's right. You know what I'm saying? But say that, read that part again.
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
What else?
And hath closed your eyes.
And he had closed the eyes of your pastors to see that the Bible is only for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? That's only what these scriptures are for. The Lord only loved Israel, never loved to care about anybody else. But your pastors don't teach that, because the Lord has poured out a deep sleep on them. They out here sleeping. You understand? Keep reading.
The prophets and your rulers.
The prophets and who?
And your rulers.
And your rulers. Who are rulers? Or who rules the black community? It seems like it changed every goddamn year. We can never keep every year the black community. The black community is under new management. That's right. You understand? We can never get under one person and get a direction that we all need to be heading to, because even America is under one person, Donald Trump. That's right. They got a leader every 4 years. They get a leader. Who the hell who we gonna have to lead us? You You understand? We don't have anybody to lead us. None of that. Now we got some people who've done all right. You know what I'm saying? You might hear a report or two. When in Ferguson, Missouri had their riots and they was going to jail, so reportedly Jay-Z and Beyonce was bailing people out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a couple every now and then, but if it ain't the whole truth, it's a goddamn lie. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And all our leaders have been subject to corruption. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been in such a poor state, we only think about ourselves. You mean to tell me I can get some money by going out here telling black people to calm down? Right. I'm gonna go do it. Because I only care about myself. That's what we've been relegated to, a nation of individuals. Somebody who don't give a damn about the next man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Most High in Christ, that Christ was not that type of person. Christ gave his life, you understand, for a nation who didn't even want him. You understand? The Jews are the ones who was prosecuting him, his own people. That's right. And if it was me, I'd have came off the cross. Right. I'd have came straight. I'd have been like, you know what? I ain't with all this. I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas unappreciative. I turn water into wine. You talk behind my back. You understand? That's me, but I ain't Christ. You understand? I don't have that level of love and compassion in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there, but I don't know if I ever reach YAHANNA level. Right. You know what I'm saying? That nigga set the ball way up there. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have anybody in our community to watch our back, to look out for our best interests. You understand? Because we don't have anybody that has a moral compass. Well, y'all don't. I'm saying we because as a nation we don't. Y'all don't, but we do. His name is Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? And the Lord put him in place over us. But as far as your pastors and those fake Israelite group teachers, the Lord had did what?
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers and the seers have he covered.
Keep reading.
Verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
And a book that is what?
A book that is sealed.
Keep reading.
Which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he had, I cannot.
Keep reading.
And he saith, I cannot. For it is sealed.
Now read the next part.
Verse 12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned.
That is what?
That is not learned.
That is what?
That is not learned.
Your pastor got the book, and he not even learned. You know why? Because the people who gave him the book, not even learned. Your pastor went to, what's the name of the school?
Seminary school.
Seminary school at Houston Baptist University. That's where your pastor went and got his degree in. You understand? And the people who taught him don't know the Bible. Right. They taught him that there was a talking snake in the garden. Right. They taught your pastor that God and Jesus is the same person. That's right. They taught your pastor that God loves everybody. That's right. Let me tell you something. You will not find that scripture in the Bible. But the funny thing about Christianity, you can never find none of that in the Bible. Right. None of it. Like it's like finding Waldo. Right. You understand? Trying to find Waldo. He's not there. That God loves everybody is not there. That friendly homosexual Jesus y'all talk about, first of all, I hate saying the word Jesus. Because words have imagery with them. People like to say that, well, the Bible don't, we don't see no color. Yes, you do. If you read a report, right, that says there was a drive-by in Inglewood and Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying, and they got the suspect in custody. What images come in your head? A black man. You understand? When you hear there was a mass school shooting, what image pop in your head? A white man. When you hear the words Jesus Christ, what image pop in your head? It's not a black man. Right. It's a white man. Right. So words have images associated with them. You understand? Keep reading.
Go ahead. Real quick, sir. Yeah, and with that deep sleep that the Most High poured out over the people, man, it's like that makes it to where you can have Negroes that aren't even associated with the church, like Steve Harvey. Right. You got your Tyler Perry's. Right. You got your Oprah Winfrey's coming out with a Soul Sunday. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And just using words of inspiration to try to push you, to try to push your spirit to live your best life in this place, man.
And if I could, that's exactly what what's the white dude name?
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. A report came out a few years ago that on his Twitter feed, he uses the word Jesus Christ 2 times. In all his tweets, it was only 2 times. And only 2 times it referenced Easter.
Right.
That was it. Because he doesn't call himself a pastor. He's a motivational speaker.
Right.
That's what he says. He's a motivational speaker. He inspires people.
Right.
Well, that's why you wouldn't be paying $10,000 to sit in the front row of church.
Right, sir.
Go ahead.
And it says on the summit, Joel Osteen Ministries.
Ministries. It don't say anything about motivational speaking. So every Sunday, you got a whole bunch of niggas in there piled up with some motivation from a white man.
Right.
And I mean, if you're going to take anything from me, you might well say, man, maybe open up your church. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be motivated by something, listen, the Lord put a deep sleep on them. You ain't hearing no truth. Like I was at work yesterday at the Slave, you feel me? And this lady told me, no, it was a dude told me he had just came from church. And I said, oh, what you learn? He said that joy cometh in the morning.
Oh,
I said, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, man, no matter what you're going through, just know in the morning you're going to wake up with some joy. I said, so those people downtown on Fannin and Pierce sleeping on the floor, when they wake up in the morning, are they waking up to some joy? Nobody said, yeah, because the Lord gave them a chance to live again.
Oh.
I said, brother, let's change the subject.
Right.
You understand? Because I'm about to go off.
Right.
Like, I'm about to go off. You know what I'm saying? And if the pastor is in a deep sleep, what they put the congregation in?
Good night, brother.
You understand? Like y'all, you don't know your mouth from your asshole.
Right.
You understand? You don't know a goddamn thing. You going to church and learning that joy cometh in the morning.
Right.
Like, come on, like you can't I don't see why the church is still standing. But see, now I guess I understand because it lets you sin. People just go to reassure themselves that all the wickedness they're doing, the Lord loves them in spite.
That's right.
Go ahead, Doc. Oh, Most High, get that brother a hand. The church is being ran off Christian women.
Right.
And they, they tell you, I remember when I was in church, they say, sister, you just come. Once you start coming, you better get that man to come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They get the women to come, then the women gonna get the men to come. Because the men don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like that. You would go, I still be at home. You know what I'm saying? I was a manly man as much as I could as a Christian. So like,
if I may, sir, I got a precept about the sheep, sir.
Go ahead.
And it's in the book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 36. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd.
Having what?
Having no
They
shepherd.
just all running around with no direction. You don't know where the wolves at. You don't know where you're gonna be backed into a corner at. You just running.
Right.
Because sheep need a shepherd. That's
right.
why the Lord is my shepherd. You understand? Because we're his sheep. We get our direction from the Most High.
That's right.
But the Most High is found in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And the powerful thing about it is he didn't do it himself. The Lord didn't come down here and just set all these rules up.
Right.
He used our brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our forefathers, our foremothers. He delivered this truth to them, and they gave it to the people.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading. Where you
I'm at the end of 12, sir.
at? Keep reading.
Okay. Read this, I pray thee.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I am not learned.
Right.
Verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth.
With their what?
With their mouth.
Keep reading.
And with their lips do honor me.
So now you see in church all the time, they love the Lord. Don't nobody love the Lord more than the old black woman though.
Right.
With that big ass head. She ain't
Right.
looking like Kung Lao. You know what I'm saying? She love the Lord. And you can't not my Jesus.
Right.
You can't tell me nothing about my Jesus. My Jesus ain't had no color.
That's
You know what I'm saying? My Jesus loved everybody.
Right.
You understand? They honor the Lord with their lips. They tell you, look, go to any one of these, Salaki for my language, but any one of these hoes page.
Right.
They gonna tell you Jesus, I'm Jesus' #1 fan.
Right.
Oh, I'm Jesus first. What Jesus you think they're talking about? Right, white Jesus. Caesar Borgia. They're not talking about black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart.
Remove what?
Have removed their heart.
They removed their heart. Now they always say that Jesus knows my heart.
Right.
And when they say that, they talking about like this. Like something in your chest has the ability to speak and think.
Right.
A heart is just a vessel that pumps blood.
That's right.
That's it. When the Bible speaks about your heart, it's talking about your mind.
Right.
You understand? And it says that their mind is far removed from me. Keep reading.
Far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
The precept of who?
Taught by the precept of men.
The Christians do not fear the Lord. You can't fear them. You cannot be a homosexual and fear the Lord. You understand that? You cannot be a sinner and fear the Lord. You can't. Like, and it's been taught by the precept of men. What does that mean? That means your pastor been telling you the Lord gonna love you no matter what.
Right.
No matter what you do, the Lord gonna love you. Now, here's the funny part. Now, I'm not a Christian anymore, but I was a Christian. So in the Christian church, they believe that once you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart, what? You're saved. And then they say nothing. What one of them songs say? Nothing can separate me from the love of Jesus.
Right.
Not death, right? So now that I'm an Israelite and understand that I'm an Israelite and I teach the truth, they look at me like I'm going to hell.
Right.
But don't y'all teach that once I'm saved, I'm always saved? So even if I'm wrong, I'm right.
Right.
See how ridiculous that is? That is ridiculous. You understand? Because y'all not learning a damn thing in these churches. Because your hearts, your mind are far removed from Christ. And the precepts y'all are learning are precepts from pastors who the Lord had put a deep sleep on. You're supposed to fear them. The scriptures say that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And you don't fear him. Because if you fear him, you'll be trying to live your life according to this word. Go ahead, Aaron.
They don't fear the Lord because they think God is God of love.
Right.
God of war.
And that's heavy. That is heavy. The brothers say that they don't fear the Lord because they believe God is a God of love.
Right.
That's all he do. Like, they didn't turn God into a homosexual.
Right.
Like, he just sitting on a cloud, butt naked with angel babies, just intervening in everybody's life. You get a blessing. You get a blessing. You get a blessing. You get a blessing. That's what they think.
Right.
But the scriptures do not say that. So now, back to the conversation I had with the gentleman on the bus. I said, look, I don't know what God you believe in, but my God is in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And the God that I believe in don't say that. You feel me? So you can believe what you want to believe, bro. I ain't gonna try to change that. But I'm letting you know, like, I believe in the Bible, and what you're saying, I don't agree with. So now he is telling me how God is all love. He's all love. I'm like, well, where is that? Where is that in the Bible that God is all love? You understand? And it's not there. But because we're so, what's the word I want to use? Ignorant. I'm gonna say that. We're so ignorant to the truth. We just want to live our best life and go to church. You've been raised to just go to church. You don't know why you don't even know why you're a sinner.
Right.
But every Christian would say he's a sinner. So when a brother asked me, was I a sinner? I told him no, he could even it's like a robot has been reset. He didn't know what to do.
Right.
He was looking around like, I want to call him a liar, but I don't know what to tell him. But you don't see it? I'm like, no.
Right.
You understand? Like, why is that so hard to believe? The reason why it's so hard to believe to Christians is they don't even know what sin is.
Right.
They just know they're sinners because the pastors say they're sinners.
Right.
You don't even know what sin is. Now, what was that? That was it on 13?
Come.
All right, let's go. You got a question?
I was gonna say, like, that's the reason why if you told that we're all sinners, then that's gonna give you a reason to continue to sin.
Exactly. If your pastor is sinning, then you're gonna be a sinner.
Right.
And I remember being at church. The pastor used to say all the time, I know I gotta let this pork go, man, but I be trying, it's just a process, but I still eat it. Now I'm thinking he trying to let it go because it's health reasons. That's what he's saying. Not because it's against the scripture.
Right.
So when you go into the church and your pastor's a sinner, I mean, if your pastor's sinning, he the nigga that God is talking to, supposedly, then I can sin.
Right.
If I'm going to get the word from you and the Lord had told you to give me this word that you've been ordained, and you sin, then I can sin.
Right.
Go ahead.
The most famous thing, because I've been in the church, my father was a pastor. And their favorite thing to say when they sin is we all fall short from the glory of the Most High God.
Now that's about the only thing that they can use closely to the scriptures. Because we all have sinned.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying I've never sinned.
Right. They use that to let them continue to sin.
Right, but see, and they don't read the rest of those scriptures.
That's right.
Because Paul even said, what shall we say then? Shall we sin that grace may abound?
Right.
God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Now give me let's go to Isaiah 56 and 10 and 11. Let's get some more on these dumb pastors, your dumb leaders, these false prophets. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna tell you the truth whether you like it or not. Like, we're gonna get the cold hard truth rather than a beautiful lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, you know, you get beat down during the week and all that. You want to come and hear some sweet words of encouragement, but we ain't giving you that.
Right.
You're going to get this word which cuts like a double-edged sword. You understand? You got that? Read that.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant.
They are what?
They are all ignorant.
The Bible says your pastor is what?
They are all ignorant.
Keep reading.
They are all dumb dogs that cannot bark.
They cannot do what?
That cannot bark.
You tell me this. What's a dog that cannot bark? What do you call a dog that cannot bark?
Salaki, useless.
Useless. You're useless. The Lord say your pastor is useless because he's like a dog that cannot bark. What the hell do I need you for?
Right.
What are you guarding? You understand? What's a dog that can't bark is a cat. So I'm saying, like, might want to have a watch cat.
A watch cat.
Keep reading.
I don't know.
Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Loving the what?
Loving to slumber.
Your pastor sleeping, he loves it.
Right.
Your pastor takes pride in not knowing the Bible.
That's right.
You know what? He takes pride in being able to fool the congregation.
Right.
All he got to go up there, especially, you know how you know the pastor fooling y'all? Because the Lord never tell him to keep going on Super Bowl Sunday.
Right.
Every other Sunday, the Lord just told me to keep on going. You got the person in front. Take your time, pastor.
Right.
Y'all want the pastor to take his time every Sunday, except for Super Bowl. On Super Bowl, the Lord gave it to him short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in and out.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Yea, verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs.
They are what?
Yea, they are greedy dogs.
They are greedy dogs. You ever been in church when they pass around a plate once? Then they go back to the back and they be like, look, man, we short of our goal. Let's just try to see if we can do this again. Anybody want to, what they call it? The pledge? The love offer.
The benevolence.
You know what I'm saying? The peace offer. Okay, we done gained ties, man. It ain't, we ain't quite there yet. You know what I'm saying? Let's one more time. You feel me? Get the music. Choir, get back up there. Sing the songs that make them get the money.
Right.
Bible say that your pastor is a greedy dog. Keep going.
Never having enough.
Which what?
Never having enough.
And he could never have enough money. Not enough of your money.
Right.
Keep reading.
Okay. They are shepherds.
They are what?
They are shepherds.
Now your pastor is a shepherd. You're a part of his flock. So he's leading you somewhere. But keep reading.
Okay. They are shepherds that cannot understand.
But he don't even know where the hell he's going. He just shows up, hits you with the bishop slap. You ever seen the bishop slap? The
Right.
hi.
Right.
You understand? Like when he don't know where he going next, he just say hi. You feel me? He got little markers that let the drummers know when to start playing.
Right.
And when they start playing, he get to think in his mind, okay, what up I'm gonna say? All right, I ain't said this, all right, bring this out. You understand? Like your pastor is a shepherd who cannot understand. He can't even understand these scriptures. And he's leading you. That's like you might as well be up there learning from a kid.
Right.
Keep reading.
They all look to their own way.
To what way?
They all look
and all the pastors look to their
own way.
To their own way. How do we know that? Because there's so many churches. You ain't ask a Christian this. Ask them, is your church the only one with the truth. They're not going to tell you, yeah. A Christian believes he can go to any church. Right. Oh, yeah, my family was raised in this church. Now we all go to this church. Why? Because all churches are the same. Right. So when I say when I say that the church is a horrible place and everybody in there is a sinner, you can't tell me not my church. Yes, it's your church. Because all churches are the same. All of them. That's why you've been to many of them. Like, put it like this, I'm in the truth. You can't invite me to I.S.U.P.K class. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, yeah, man, we got class over here at GMS, brother, come check us out. Right. Hell, you know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all call them camps. We're not a camp, we're a school, but for the sake of argument, I know all camps aren't the same. Right. I know everybody don't got the truth. So you just can't invite me over here to this one place that I'm not a part of. Because I don't know what the hell your pastor learned. I don't know what your leader is teaching. I don't know what your camp leader is teaching you. I know here at UPK, we teach the truth. Right. So I can go from here to Austin class, to Dallas class, to Oklahoma, to Cali, to Detroit, to Atlanta. I can get invited there because I know there I'm learning the truth. Why? Because we are one body in Christ. That's right. But you know, you can tell your church don't have the truth because you go to anybody's church. You don't know what they're teaching. You don't know what they're learning. You don't know how they're leading. But you will go. Right. Am I right? You will go. Okay, you got something to say? Go ahead.
Kind. To bring out the point, like when we was at camp this past Sabbath, you understand what I'm saying? And you were dealing with a brother, right? And then Officer SHALAM, Officer 5000 was standing right behind you, looking on, and the brother looked at him, was like, "You believe what he's saying?"
Right. Oh yeah. Good. So the brother said, he been in the truth. You know what I'm saying? He showed me, he pulled his shirt up, he had his fringes on his undershirt, you know what I'm saying? Which is ridiculous. Right. He's like, yeah, man, so I don't buy and sell on the Sabbath. I was like, brother, you ain't never been in the truth. So I'm breaking down that you can buy and sell on the Sabbath. Right. I'm breaking down what it is to truly keep the Sabbath. And he couldn't understand it. So he looked at Officer SHALAM, who's over me. He said, do you believe what this brother is saying? He said, everything the brother said, I believe. I know it's true. Right. Whatever he hit, and SHALAM wouldn't even know the whole time. Right. Whatever that brother told you, I agree with. That's right. And I can say that about any brother in this school. Why? Because this is one body. That's right. But you're not gonna. But if a Christian won't go to another pastor for some scriptures, they'll go to their pastor. But if y'all all teaching the same thing, if everybody is one body, why can't you go anywhere else? Right. But you do go everywhere else because y'all ain't learning nothing different. Right. You learn the same thing every week. That God is good. He loves you no matter what. Look, you see this right here? See this Bible? See all these pages in this Bible? Surely there's some other stories in this Bible that you can learn. Right. Some other facts about the Lord that you can learn instead of God is good all the time. Right. Go ahead.
I just realized something. All churches are motivational churches.
All churches are motivational. You're right. They're motivational. They tell you the more you sow, the more what? You'll reap. Everybody tell you that the more you give, the more you're going to receive. Go ahead.
Church is the Christian rapture.
Good night. He says, right. Church is the Christian's rapture. Do you know what rapture means? Look up rapture and then you'll find out what that means. We ain't going to talk about it up here. Right. We ain't going to talk about it up here. But keep reading. He said they all look to their own way.
Okay. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain.
For whose gain?
For his gain.
So that's why you can have 3 or 4 churches on one block. Like if you go to what is that, McGowan in Delano, you got 1, 2, 3 churches on one block, and down the street towards Emancipation is another church, a cathedral. So you got 4 churches in one spot. I'm surprised they ain't gangbanging. Right. You know what I'm saying? What do you need with and I ain't mentioning Wheeler, which is further down. Right. You got all these churches in Third Ward. Why? Why do you see a Chevron and a Shell next to each other? Do you think they put them right next to each other so they could make sure everybody gets gas? Right. Do you think McDonald's and Burger King be right across the street from each other so they can make sure that everybody gets burgers?
Right.
No. What is for? Competition. That's what it's for. If your pastor cared about your soul, if all your religious leaders cared about your salvation, they will have one big church that everybody can come to. That everybody puts their money in, that they can actually take the money and help the community.
That's right.
But they don't do that.
Right.
Those churches are right next to each other because they are there for competition.
Right.
And this is what they competing for. Keep reading.
For his quarter.
For his what?
For his quarter.
That's what they're competing for. His quarter. Run him his coins.
Right.
You understand? And they'll never come together. All these churches would never come together. You know why? Because now they're gonna say, well, who gets the tithes? Who's gonna be the pastor? Right. Well, I got 1,700 people in my church, so I think I should do it. Well, you got a question? They don't believe the same thing. You're right. They differ on slight details. You know what I'm saying? Like the core of Christianity, they all believe the same. They all believe the white man can be saved. They all believe that that Christ died for everybody and God loves everybody. They all believe that. But you have some sects like Jehovah's Witnesses know not to celebrate birthdays.
Right.
I even met a Christian who kept the Sabbath on Saturday.
Right.
But I'm looking at him, he got the edge up.
Right.
And there's white people in his congregation.
Right.
So I'm like, some have a little bit of the truth, but I don't want a little bit of the truth.
Right.
I want the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm in the UPK. Now look, my allegiance is with the truth.
That's right.
Wherever it is. If it's not here, I will go and find it.
Right.
But for 50 years, we've been going strong.
That's right.
So obviously the truth is still here.
Damn right.
You understand? Now let's go to Jeremiah. Unless you got some else on that? Let's go to Jeremiah 5:31. Get some more on these false prophets. And right now, we're still at your pastor's neck, but we got some other people for you.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 31. The prophets prophesy falsely.
They prophesy what?
Falsely.
The preachers prophesy what?
Falsely.
No preachers prophesying false things. What are the false things he's prophesying? Just keep on coming. The Lord gonna bless you. That's not in the Bible.
Right.
You don't find that anywhere in the scripture. Just keep on coming and the Lord is going to bless you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And the priests bear rule by their means.
By whose means?
By their means.
By their means. However they want to do things, that's how they do them. Not according to thus saith the Lord. Everything we do here in this school is according to thus saith the Lord. Under commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? We've been taught pretty much all our protocols got something to do with the Bible.
Right.
Everything. The way when we at camp, when we teaching the scriptures, how we dress, how we treat each other as brothers, everything we do stems from the Bible. Not your pastor. Show me the free will offering in the Bible. Show me the A and B choir selection in the Bible.
Right.
Show me pastor's anniversary in the Bible.
Right.
Family and Friends Day in the Bible. We don't see that. You know what I'm saying? They prophesy falsely. Keep reading.
And my people love to have it so.
They what?
And my people love to have it so.
Let me tell you something. You got a homosexual choir director and what?
My people love to have it so.
You got a homosexual pastor in my what?
And my people love to have it so.
Y'all love it. Like that's why it's so hard to get you out of Christianity, because you love it. That's why think about how hard it is to get a crackhead off crack. Why do you think he can't get off that crack?
Because my people love to have it so.
That's why he's still on crack. Because the people love to have it.
That's right.
You love the lie. You want the lie. You understand? You don't want the truth. You want the lie.
That's right.
My people love being lied to. That's why we got the perfect person over us. The white man who's the father of lies. That's why you love him so much. You love him so much because the white man lies to you. Right. What else did you see a successful relationship with somebody been lied to? Your mother and father. Right. You've been raised in the home of your daddy lying to your mother every damn day. Right. Yeah, baby, I'm going to work. But you was skipping school one day and seeing him at somebody else's house. But you can't tell him, he can't tell you that both of y'all was wrong. But what you don't know is when he is at work, she got the plumber coming through, and the baby know that.
Right.
You understand? You've been raised in a culture of lies.
Right.
You've been raised in a culture of lies. And now that the white man is over you, you love him because he's the master of lies. He's the father of the lies. You understand? And what about my people?
And my people love to have it so.
Now, you love to hear the lies. You love to go to church every Sunday thinking that I'm on the right path. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm giving God his time. And then Monday through Saturday, you out here being a hoe.
Right.
You out here being a pimp.
Right.
Out here being a drug dealer. Some of the biggest damn drug dealers, well, pretty much all the drug dealers are Christian.
Right.
All of them. You know what I'm saying? And Muslim, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to the Muslims because they saying Christians. You understand?
Right.
Keep reading.
Okay. And what will ye do in the end thereof?
So what you going to do when Christ returns?
Right.
When that sky crack and you look at, because they tell you that it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day when the Lord comes. It's going to be all, love and happiness and excitement. And that's not what the scriptures say.
Right.
The scripture says it's going to be a day of darkness. You understand? Now, in the end, what you going to do? What you going to do when you find out you've been teaching a lie? Come on. Now, let's you got something to say on that? If not, let's go to chapter 14. Same book. It started at 13.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 13. And it's like it. Then said I, Lord God, behold, the prophets say unto them.
The pastors say what?
The prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword.
And what else?
Neither shall ye have famine.
So the pastor is telling you that you won't be punished. You can go commit your sins. We've all sinned. You understand? We sin. I'm a sinner right now. And God loves you still. You understand? You can go out there and be a sinner and you're not going to be killed for it. Because Christ done away with the law. And once you confess with your sins and believe in your heart that he died for you, you are saved, brother. Saved.
Right.
And it's like, what are we saved from? That's what you should ask. If I'm saved, what am I saved from? Because crack is still in my neighborhood. I can still get shot by the police, get pulled over by the laws. You understand? I can still be fired from my job and lose my house. You understand? My kids can still be molested. I can still be raped and robbed. What am I saved from? Keep reading.
Okay. But I will give you assured peace in this place.
And they're going to tell you're going to always have some peace. Because the Lord going to bring you some peace. You can be out there sinning and you're not going to pay for that. And you're going to have some peace. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 14. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
They do what?
Prophesy lies in my name.
Your pastor lying on the Lord.
Right.
That's what he's doing. Your pastor is lying on the Lord. Like, if somebody needs to call him out. Somebody has to be the one to say, that's some bullshit. You understand? Like, that's what it's going to take. He's prophesying lies in his name. Keep reading.
Prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not.
He did what?
Sent them not.
The Lord haven't even sent him. The Lord ain't sent your pastor. Your pastor got the church because his daddy was the pastor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got the hookup. That nigga put him in the door. That's it. The Lord ain't sent him. Keep reading.
Neither have I commanded them. Neither spake neither spake unto them.
So the Lord didn't command them or even speak to them. The Lord ain't talking to your pastor. Surprise. You believe it? You really believe that your pastor, because that's what they say. Yeah, I had something prepared today. But the Lord came upon me and I'm going to bring out something else. Nigga, please. Or the Lord told you to speak about finances today because I know some of us need a financial blessing. Nigga, we all need financial blessings. We black. We are raised in poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like your pastor went to school to learn how to trick niggas. Only thing he do is talk about He don't talk about the problems, but he know he got problems. You know what I'm saying? So he look at his congregation, see number niggas. None of us got our bills on auto pay. None of us. A sea full of niggas? None of us. All of us need some type of blessings. All of us have a family member in jail. So the things he's doing is stating the obvious.
Right.
That's all they do is state the obvious. But he don't offer no solutions. Keep reading.
Okay. Neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision.
A false what?
A false vision.
They always gonna prophesy you a false vision because the Lord didn't give it to them. That's why they say, I see in your future, or all this BS. You know what I'm saying? How they say, well, the Lord gonna do great things with you, sister, or bring the brother up that's been coming to brotherhood every week. The Lord has shown me that he got something planned for you. And he got a blessing in store for you. And the Lord haven't even spoke to him. He didn't even send him. Keep reading.
Okay. And the divination and the thing of not.
Say that again.
Divination and a thing of not.
So keep reading.
And the deceit of their heart.
Of whose heart?
And the deceit of their heart.
So they prophesy unto you a false vision of divination and a thing of not, meaning it's not going to come true. And they say in the deceit of their heart. They prophesy you the deceit of their heart. They just thrust them on you. They go ahead.
Salaki, if I may, I have a scripture on they for crying out for peace, man, and it's truly gonna happen. And it's in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. And then it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Say that again.
Then they say, for when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child. And they shall not escape.
They shall what?
They shall not escape.
Good night. Good night.
Where you going?
Where you going?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a damn, and this is why we go so hard at Christianity, because it's our number one enemy right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It has the black community by the balls.
Right.
You understand? And it's weakening the black man and it's empowering the black woman. And that's not how the order's supposed to go. There ain't nothing wrong with having that strong woman. I ain't saying nothing about that. But it is something wrong with having that weak man. You understand? The Lord did not intend it to be like that. You got something else you want to say when we get to this next one?
I mean, and that's the whole lie of Christianity, is to keep Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American people asleep.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's to keep us asleep to all the atrocities that have happened to us. Right. That if it was to happen to a nation of people that had an army, you understand what I'm saying, would fight. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all to keep us ignorant and blinded to the fact of who we are.
And let me say this too. Like, okay, they put it like this. The Bible is our medicine. That's right. You understand? And we have a condition in this society that needs to be treated. The Bible treats us for this. Now, when you take medicine the wrong way, what happens? It has an adverse effect on you. That's right. You understand? Now stay with me. White people taught you Christianity. That's right. It ain't benefiting you, but it's benefiting them. That's right. Christianity makes a black man weak, but the white man gets strong off of it. That's right. You understand? You don't the black Christian man is the man that loves everybody. Right. You know what the white Christian man is? He's the head dragon of the KKK. Right. Donald Trump, you understand, is a president that hates niggas. Right. Christianity for them, it builds them up and fuels their soul. That's right. Christianity for us tears us down. It makes us weak. You understand? Now, if a war ever break out, when it's us against them, you're gonna have black people that's on the fence. That's right. Just real talk, it's on the fence. Right. Like, oh man, I know I need to be with my people, but Bob ain't never done nothing to me. Right. Let me tell you something. Bob don't give a damn about you. That's right. Bob gonna say, man, this nigga should have saw this coming. Right. I mean, it's me against them. I mean, maybe you understand? Like Bob gonna be like, no, I'm gonna roll with my people. Right. Bob gonna roll with the white man. That's You're gonna be the one on the fence, and we ain't gonna want you back. Because once you're a coon, you're gonna forever be a coon to me. Right. So if a purge ever break out and I see you with them, or I see you and I know you used to be with them, I'm gonna look at you like an enemy. You understand? Off with his head. We ain't forget this nigga a chance to infiltrate us. That's right. Because you're gonna be the gift that destroys the heart. That's right. Not around me. Right. Keep reading.
Verse 15. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I send them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land.
So now, concerning the people that's telling you that sword and famine is not going to be in the land, keep reading.
By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed.
So the Lord going to get on their ass about it.
Right.
For I hear prophesying lies in his name. I hear guiding the people, leading the sheep to the slaughter. That's what they're doing. They are keeping us in an oppressed state by teaching us that we're supposed to love everybody. And who gonna love the black people? Nobody. The same ones telling you to love every man, they got Mexican kids in cages at Walmart, rolling back the prices. You understand? While you out here loving all these white people, you know, giving your love to them and taking away from black people, those same people are gunning you down in the streets. And the funny thing about it, they like to say that we're like the KKK. Right. Y'all just like the KKK. Y'all preaching hate. Let me tell you something. First of all, no white people have been harmed by the UPK. None. The KKK harms niggas. You understand? Right. And here goes another obvious difference. We don't wear hoods. Right. Why don't we wear hoods? I be on the street and all my coworkers can come see me. Right. They can look at my face and see exactly who I am and know that I hate the white man. That's right. So why do the KKK cover their faces and hide behind sheets? Because they're criminals. Right, sir. You understand? Because they're murderers. Because they plan on committing crimes according to what they believe, and we don't. Go ahead.
It's like, if I may, sir. I mean, if it's the truth, man, it could be out in the open. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Only darkness gets covered up. Man.
Only you, brother, goddamn right. We out there with our faces uncovered. Right. Because we speaking the truth. That's right. And we're not promoting any violence against the white man. Not for us to do it. That's right. Anything we want happen to him, we want the Lord to do it. That's right. And if the Lord so do it, then Most High in Christ. For example, I don't want any planes to go down. But if a plane goes down, just so happen to carry 157 passengers from Ethiopia, Most High in Christ. That's what I'm saying. Most High, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. The Lord. It was the Lord that caused it to be known that the angels have done. Right. That's what we promote. Whatever the Lord wants to do, Most High in Christ. Yeah, right. You understand? But the KKK, they actually harm niggas. Right. Keep reading.
Verse 16. And the people to whom they prophesy
in the congregation that the pastor is teaching to
shall be cut out in the streets.
Shall be what?
Cut out in the streets.
Salakia.
Shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem.
Because of what?
Because of the famine and the sword.
You're going to be cast out in the streets because of the famine and the sword that your pastor told you wasn't even coming. Right. Your pastor told you ain't got to worry about the sword or the famine. The Most High going to bless. No, God going to love you regardless. But the Bible just said that you're going to be cast out in the street with the sword and the famine. Keep reading. Oh, go ahead.
I always wonder why, like, if the Lord didn't want us to follow his laws, then why would he give it to us?
Good night. Get us with the hand. Give her a hand. That's critical thinking.
And Salakia, if I may, sir. I mean, the main reason why they cut niggas, you got the Christian pastors that'll tell you, oh, the Old Testament, that's for the Jews. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we were to look back at this book, like it's our history book, we will be able to see that the false prophets had fooled us once. Right. And we were destroyed, cast away into slavery, and lost our nation and became weak. Because everything that happened in this so-called New Testament already happened to us once. Right. And everything that's in this New Testament that we're suffering in the Old Testament that we're suffering through now was already prophesied to us in this Old Testament. So if your Christian pastor can persuade you and say you ain't got to keep these commandments, then therefore you won't even consider the Bible and the whole as a history book and a learning tool for you.
Right, because that's exactly what the scriptures are. These are records.
Right.
You understand? These are records kept by our ancestors. You understand? And Paul said, whatsoever things are written aforetime are written for our learning. And through the patience and the comfort of the scriptures, we might have hope. I can look back now and see Peter was a real nigga.
Right.
So although Peter was a real nigga, he still denied Christ 3 times. And Peter felt like shit after that.
That's right.
Christ took him, held him down. He was Christ's right-hand man. And he denied him 3 times because Peter got weak. So I can look back on that and see that Peter did that. And from that moment on, Peter was a goddamn rock. He was the rock after that. Now I can look at that and say, well, I'll never deny Christ.
Right.
Because I know how I'm going to feel afterwards. You understand? So I can look at these records and see that I'm not going to deny Christ.
That's right.
You understand? These records are supposed to give us comfort. What's going to give me comfort? The white man being brought to chains. And guess where I find that? In the scriptures. In the records.
Right.
You understand? I get my hope and faith from the records because I know what goes around is going to come around.
That's right.
He that have an ear, let him hear. And whoever leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And I learned that right there.
That's right.
So it keeps me from flying off the goddamn deep end.
That's right.
It lets me know that all I gotta do is have some patience. Have some patience and let these things play out. Because when Christ come back,
Right.
prepare slaughter. You understand some more on that? Keep reading that then. Oh, go ahead.
How come people woke up one day and was like, oh, now God loves gay people. Now God don't care if we murder people. God don't care about this if there's no record of it. If there's nowhere to say that he changed his laws originally, how do you draw that conclusion in your own head?
Because the Christian church teaches that. That's a very good question.
Right.
She said, how did they wake up one day and feel like the Lord loves homosexuals, that the Lord loves murderers? Because the Christian church teaches that the laws are done away with. If there are no laws and all sin are the same, then you being gay is no different than this man telling a lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or this woman eating some pork, it's all the same. But if the laws are done away with and now we're under grace and not the law, you're not going to get punished. Now, obviously, that's a goddamn lie.
That's right.
We know it's a lie, but that's what keeps the Christian church going. That's why I say they have a culture of sin. There's going to be iniquity everywhere. You understand? But there isn't a culture of iniquity here.
Right.
And here you're not allowed to sin. You're not. We find it, you break some rules here, you're gonna get dealt with in counsel.
That's right.
If you know anybody in this school that's sinning, bring it out.
That's
you
right.
understand? Report that because we need to get that handled. In the Christian church, they don't care.
That's right.
It's a culture of it. So whatever your sin is, it's just yours. Are you like you molest little boys? No sweat, because I'm a homosexual.
Right.
So we on the same team.
That's
Or y'all homosexuals? I mean, look. Do what y'all want to do, brother. I ain't worried about it. Because I'm a weed head. You understand? So it keeps people from having to say, you need to stop doing that because now I gotta stop doing what I do. That's why they believe only God can judge me, because God is the only one that's been perfect. Well, the scripture don't say that. The scripture say, judge lest ye be judged.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna judge you according to how I will be judged. But the thing between me and you is I'm keeping the law.
That's right.
And
real quick, if I may, that's the point that General Muhammad had brought out. Like, Christians make it to where they want it to where they'll be the only one sinning, right, and everybody else be cut off, just like the Pharisees did. Right. So they're willing to kill the truth. So their sin won't be exposed and they won't lose their position in society.
Let me ask you this. Can a crackhead tell a weed head to stop smoking weed? You can't. Can a murderer tell a child molester to stop molesting kids? No. That's why in the church, nobody is holding anybody accountable. They all understand that we're all the same because we're all sinners. So nobody can say you shouldn't do that. But here, I can tell you, look, boy, look, Damon. You a boy. Put the rod down.
Right.
Look, Susie. Put the box down.
Right.
You understand? That's not how the Lord intended it. Now you can't look at me and say, well, you need to stop. I need to stop what?
Right.
All thing you can tell me is I need to stop preaching hate. That's what you're gonna tell me? Show me that in the law.
Right.
You understand? That's why they're so comfortable in church, because it's a culture of iniquity, a culture of sin. Where here, if we find out you're sinning, you're gonna go to counsel about it.
Right.
You said, huh?
I said, but what if you turned around and said, quit preaching love?
If I told them to quit preaching, I need to, because the love they preaching is homosexuality. Any love you got that got a nigga in the church with his hands up swaying, I don't want that.
Right.
I don't want that. He got both hands up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no women in the front of him dancing. So
Right.
with both my hands up in the air, I'm getting rolled up.
Right.
Is some more on that?
Time.
Should cut one of them fingers on. Go ahead, sister.
It's just funny you brought that up because I just brought it up on my Facebook because there was a sister on there who was saying that, like, because somebody was talking about whores, you know what I'm saying, about, the sisters being whores and stuff like that, she was like, you hate your own people and you're a part of the problem. But then at the end, I was telling her that she said, and you're causing a separation. I said, but in scripture, the Most High teaches separation.
Right.
And he teaches, I said, man, look, he called them whores in the book. And so, she was like, but she'll say, but you're not him.
Right. And see,
point that you're saying now.
So what Christians don't, because they don't read the Old Testament. Isaiah 50:81 tell you to cry aloud and spare not.
Right.
Lift your voice like a trumpet and show them their transgressions. We're supposed to correct each other. We're supposed to. But see, the thing is, you're not going to correct her if you're doing the same thing.
Right.
You're not going to say, girl, stop cheating on your man. And you cheating on your man. You know what I'm saying? And since it's a culture of it, nobody can say nothing to anybody. Only thing we can do is say something to the kids. Why? Because we're over them. But we can't say nothing to the adults. That's why here in the UPK, according to the records, we have an order to things.
That's right.
You understand? And whether whatever the rank is, you can still go to that brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And be like, look, I believe this is wrong. And if I don't hear him out, we go to counsel. Now, counsel is not really a bad thing. Because then in counsel, I'm going to find out who was right and who was wrong. So if I was right, now I know the next time to come around or if I was wrong, next time to come around, I know how to handle it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he was wrong, the next time it happens, he knows how to handle it. But we can't do that without holding each other accountable. But first, in order to hold somebody accountable for their sins, they need to know what a sin is.
Right.
We'll finish this out so we can keep it moving.
And they shall have none to bury them. Them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters. For I will pour their wickedness upon them.
So the preacher been telling you that you ain't got to worry about the famine and the sword, but the Lord gonna put you out in the streets with that famine and with that sword. Now, let's go to the New Testament, Matthew 7:13, because Christianity is the leading religion on the earth.
Right.
It's over 6 or 7 billion people here. I'm sure it got to be a billion Christians.
And counting.
And counting.
Like McDonald's.
You understand? And counting. So let's get a little bit more on that.
Matthew
7:13.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
At the what gate?
At the straight gate.
Listen, homosexual, these gates out here are straight.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way
That what?
that leadeth to destruction.
Christianity is everywhere. Everybody's a damn Christian. This country is founded on Christianity. Great Britain, Russia, Italy, Saudi Arabia. No, I don't know about the Arabian countries, the sand Christians. I'm gonna get to that a little later. But Christianity is the #1 religion in the society. Everybody believes that everybody's the same. What is it?
I got this.
What's on Christ? That bro with the what was that from Fresh Prince? The flambe or whatever. Good night. But yeah, so Christianity is such a broad and mass religion. Everybody Christians. There's over 1 billion Christians here. The 144 should be here already then.
Right.
10 times over. But keep reading.
And may there be which go in the tree,
Keep going.
Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way,
Right.
which leadeth unto life.
Narrow is the way that leadeth into life. Now, Christ fed 5,000 people with the fish, right? But when it came down to it, only 11 people stood with him. You know what I'm saying? The truth is a narrow way. It's hard to walk that straight path. It's hard to battle your demons every day and win. Because the flesh wants to sin.
Right.
It wants to. You know what I'm saying? But you got to fight that demon off you. You got to fight it. You can't be like the Christians and let it consume you. Christianity is for it to be so many people there that's letting you know that it's a wicked place.
Right.
Because the scriptures say broad is the way of destruction. And narrow is the way of life, which is the truth. Keep reading.
And few there be that find it.
And few what?
Few there be that find it.
And few of us are going to find the truth. Few. Look how many Christians it is. Look how many Christian churches there are. The scriptures say that few will find the truth. Not a goddamn good night. Not a billion. You understand? Let's get some more understanding on that. Keep reading.
Verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
Beware who?
False prophets.
This is Christ telling you now to be aware of false prophets. Earlier it was Jeremiah telling you and Isaiah telling you. Now Christ is telling you to be aware of false prophets. Keep reading.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Come to what?
Come to you in sheep's clothing.
They're going to come to you in sheep's clothing. They're going to come with their hands up. They're going to come with their guards down. You understand? They're going to come bearing gifts, come bearing prosperity, teaching the prosperity gospel. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come in sheep's clothing. But keep reading.
But inwardly, they are raving wolves.
And inwardly, they are wolves coming to devour you. That's what, like the scriptures say, that the white man's words are smooth as butter, but in his heart it was war. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come with the blankets trying to warm up the Native Americans, but the blankets got smallpox on it.
Right.
You understand? They're gonna come to you with the nice suit, with the shaved face. You know what I'm saying? With the look of somebody that's innocent, that looks like a friend. But inside, they are wolves ready to devour your whole family, ready to devour your community. And that's what Christianity has done to the black community. Right. It has devoured us. Like our ancestors right now be rolling over in their graves, finding out that blacks and whites are now walking, holding hands.
Right.
You understand? In certain parts of the country, you still can't look a white man in the eye. You understand? But because you're a Christian, you believe that you're supposed to love these people no matter what. But we don't even do that to our own.
Right.
You will love white people no matter what they do.
Right.
But it's still family members who can't come to your house.
Right.
It's still nieces and nephews that you can't see because you have a problem with your brother or sister. You understand? But you're supposed to love everybody though. That everybody only extends to white people. Because we hear it all the time. White people can't be saved? No. Well, the Bible says neither Jew nor Greek. Okay, let's examine that real quick. Neither Jew nor Greek. Where does it say anything about an African or a Chinese person or an Arab person? They don't care about them. They only care about the salvation of white people. Why is that? And if that's the case, why white people still don't love Arabs?
Right. Good night.
They don't. 3,000 people died in 9/11, and 3 million people have been killed since 9/11 in the Middle East at the hands of America. But God's supposed to love everybody.
Right.
You understand? Black man and black woman, that religion has been put on you to make you soft. So now, when you see them, you see a friend. When they see you, they still see an enemy. When they rolled up on Stephon Clark, they didn't ask him, was he a Christian first?
Right. Good night.
They didn't ask Eric Gardner first, before I choked your ass out, do you believe in Christ?
Right.
No. They recognize that you are the enemy. They recognize that Hispanics are the enemy. That Native Americans are an enemy. You understand? We are an enemy to their very being.
Right.
And we show them every day. The first millionaire here was a black woman. You understand? We took over basketball taking over football. Do you know that they would not have a black quarterback? For the longest, they said that the black quarterback wouldn't be smart enough to make the decisions. We know the quarterback is the one that made the decisions. Right. They say that the black man lacked the cerebral incompetence to lead a football team. That's why it was always so many, white quarterbacks. And who was the weapons? The black people. Right. The weapons are the receivers, the tight ends, and the running backs. Who are the best receivers, tight ends, and running backs? The black people. When you go on defense, the weapons are the safeties, the cornerbacks, the linebackers. You know who the white people got? The linemen. That's it. The linemen. And they make sure the quarterback is white because the lineman gonna protect his brother. Right. You understand? Salaki. Now they got some black quarterbacks now. Why? Because now they can't deny the talent without appearing racist. They even have a rule in the NFL called the Rooney Rule, to where you have to interview at least one black coach. You don't have to hire him, but you have to at least interview him. You understand? Like, the way of Christianity has destroyed us. We'll get some more understanding on these false prophets. Now, let's get to Matthew 24. The 24th chapter, start at verse 4.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name.
For what?
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
There's a Korean man that has came back. He dead now, forgot when he came. But they established some religion that the second coming has happened already. Like, if you Google right now, the second coming of Christ, the list is ridiculous of how many people have came and said that they were Christ. And Christ is warning you. He's telling that people are going to come in my name. Keep reading.
And shall deceive many.
And shall what?
Deceive many.
And he gonna deceive many. So it's gonna be somebody that's charming. Right. You understand? What time? Okay, wait. Let me. Okay, let's go to I really got some more on there, but I gotta get to these same Christians. Let's go to 1 John chapter 4. Run.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 4.
Verse 1.
Verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit.
Do what?
Believe not every spirit.
The Bible say believe not every spirit. But keep reading.
But try the spirits whether they are of the Most High.
So you got to try the spirits to make sure they're of the Most High. Now, don't believe everybody that tells you that Christ is black. Although Christ is black, don't believe everybody that tells you that one truth. You understand? Because although these pastors prophesy lies in the Most High name, some of these scriptures they get right. You know what I'm saying? So now that they got that right, you're going to think everything else is right. Right. And that's not true. Some of these pastors teach that Christ is black. You know what I'm saying? But they also teach that everybody can be saved. And that's not true according to the scriptures. Right. So the scriptures say, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit to see whether they're of the Most High. Keep reading.
Because many false prophets are going out into the world.
And that's what he's saying. Because many false prophets are out in the world. So you can't believe everybody that tell you that Jesus is black. You can't believe everybody that tell you that you're an Israelite. Because they all have agendas. Here, we don't have an agenda. The only agenda is telling you the truth. You understand? And this is why people are going to prophesy falsely to get you in here. We don't want you. To be honest, the more people we have coming here is the more people we got to watch. Right. The more people that can potentially mess up the brotherhood or mess up the sisterhood. We don't want everybody here. We only want the elect. Know what I'm saying? The strong of Israel. Keep the weak and keep the easily deceived out there. Now, because Christ is for all of Israel, we will welcome everybody here. Do your 90 days, get you a name, do the work of the Lord. You understand? If you can come and do that, Most High in Christ. But every time somebody leaves, Most High in Christ. You understand? Most High in Christ. You should have left sooner. You know what I'm saying? We only need the strong. We don't, because the more people you have, it's going to turn into the Christian church, and we ain't having that.
Right.
So believe everything we tell you, because we don't have an agenda.
That's right.
We're not going to tell you that like, I ain't gonna name the names, but like some groups, you know what I'm saying, they got 4 letters and wear purple. They'll tell you that you can divorce your wife. You understand? They'll tell you that you have to get the paper and divorce your wife, and now y'all can go on your way. You can marry again. That don't happen here.
Right.
Ain't no divorce here.
Right.
You understand? That's why we have strict rules on how a marriage is put together. You understand? Because, for one, I don't got to deal with it. But Jeremiah has to deal with your marriage problems. So you're going to make sure that y'all at least compatible. There is no divorce. So you got to believe the spirits or test to try to see if these spirits are of the Most High.
That's right.
And keep reading.
Verse 2, hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh HaMashiach is come in the flesh of the Most High.
Is of the Most High. So everybody that tells you that Christ has came according to the flesh is of the Most High, because it was no immaculate conception. You understand? Like that's pretty much the one thing that lets Christians feel like they cannot be perfect or that they cannot stop sinning. Because the only person who was ever to be perfect according to the law of Moses was Christ. And they're gonna say, well, he was an angel. Or he was the son of the Lord. You understand? And that's not true. First of all, the Bible says Christ has 3 days. You understand that? The Bible says he has 3 days. One say that he's the son of David.
Right.
One says he's the son of Joseph. And one says he's the son of the Most High. All of those are true. You understand? You just got to understand the context of it. But him being an angel, the scriptures say he took not on the form of an angel. The scripture said he came just like his brothers came. So just like you are tempted with hoes, what do you think Christ was tempted with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you was tempted to take a bribe or something, to not care about your people, same thing with Christ. There's nothing you went through that Christ didn't go through. Right. And since he was able to overcome it, that's how we can overcome it. Right. Through him. Through loving each other, through loving your brothers. Christ loved us so much, he gave his life for it. Go ahead.
That's what we got the scripture in the book of Philippians for, man, that I can do all things through Yahweh who strengthens me. He wasn't talking about playing no football,
right?
Scoring 100 points in a basketball game. Right. You understand what I'm saying? He was talking about overcoming sin, man. Exactly. Overcoming the man of flesh, man.
Exactly. Now, let's get to, was it on that?
Yeah. If you want to go down to 2, that's it, sir.
All right, now let's go to Galatians, the first chapter, the 6th verse.
Galatians.
Yeah, Galatians 1 and 6.
Okay.
1 and 6.
Yeah, 1 and 6.
Okay. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 1, verse 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach.
Now, the scriptures say, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ. Commanding Junior Hunter called, without going through the whole history of the I.S.U.P.K, it started in 1969. All of these, majority of these fake Israelite groups all came from One West. If they got a 12 tribe chart, they got it from One West. You understand? And because like that, because of black people, we all know black people. Black people feel like, have you ever had a job to where you felt like you could do better than a manager? If I was the manager, like I have it just like this, like my employees are all love this and we'll do this and that, I could do a better job. You didn't earn that position. That person put there for a reason, but you feel like you can do a better job.
Right.
Does this sound familiar to black people? It sounds familiar. That's what happened. Commanding Junior Hunter was put in charge, right? And people didn't like it. They felt like they could do a better job. So what did they do? They left the truth and started another body of Christ. So read the beginning again.
Okay. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 1, verse 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you unto the grace of Christ.
So we marvel that you are soon removed from Commander Junior Hunter, who brought you into the goddamn truth.
Right.
Keep reading.
Into the grace of Christ unto another gospel.
Until what?
Another gospel.
So you left the truth and created another gospel. Homosexual Nathaniel, Detective Nathaniel, left the truth and created another gospel. I don't know all these other niggas' names, but they left the truth and created another gospel. But here's the thing, though. It wasn't even another gospel. Keep reading.
Verse 7, which is not another.
Which is what?
Which is not another.
So you left the truth where you teach a man can have more than one wife. You created another gospel saying a man can only have one wife. Right. But is that new? No. The Christian church been teaching that for years. You left the truth where, you know, a woman could wear pants that pertain to a woman, and now you say that women can't wear pants. That's not another gospel. That's in some of the churches today. Right. That women can't wear pants. So you left the truth to form another gospel, but the gospel that you're forming is not even new.
Right.
It's the same old Christianity.
Right.
That's why we call y'all Christians. You're Christian Israelites because you believe there can be more than one body of Christ. Keep reading.
But there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ.
They would do what to the gospel?
Pervert the gospel of Christ.
Let me ask you a question. How have they perverted the gospel of Christ? Go ahead.
Catholic popes and all that using the word of the Most High there to sleep a little off board.
Right? That's one. Go ahead.
The fake Jew has created Judaism.
Right? That. Go ahead.
Just the whole concept of God loves everybody, even like the whole homosexuality.
Right. Everything I said is true. But this scripture, we talking about fake Israelites. We already got down on the pastors. So how have these fake Israelites perverted the gospel of Christ?
Saying that there can be more than one truth.
Right. Exactly. What else? You got something? What you said is true too, and I'm gonna get on that. GOCC. They perverted the gospel of Christ by coming from the Lord only loves Israel to now white people can be saved.
Right.
That is perverting the gospel that was taught at One West. And it's not a new gospel, is it?
Right.
Christians been teaching that everybody can be saved.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Verse 8. But though we are an angel from heaven, preach another gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you. Let him be accursed.
Let him be what?
Let him be accursed.
Let me tell you something. Even Paul said, if I come out here and teach you that the white man can be saved now, let me be accursed.
Right.
If an angel come out here and teach you that that it doesn't matter what color Christ is, let him be accursed. You understand? You gotta try the spirits of them to see if it's of the Most High. But these fake Israelite groups are not of the Most High. And they had these fake groups even then. Even while Christ was teaching, they had fake Israelite groups.
Right.
You understand? So now we off them. Let's get into these sand Christians. Give me Genesis 17 and 20. Now, if you know anything about Islam, supposedly it's the youngest religion out there. Right. It was the major three. It was what 600 AD. So 600 years after Christ, the so-called prophet Muhammad was born. 17 and 20. So now they tell you that Muhammad was a prophet. So we gonna figure out if he was a prophet or not. Because the prophets come from, well, we'll get to that.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 20. And as for Ishmael.
As for who?
Ishmael.
Now, if you don't know, Ishmael is the forefathers of the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? The Arabs. Keep going.
I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him.
Now, because of our records, Prophet Muhammad taught these. When the scriptures got translated into Aramaic, this is one of the things that helped him spread Islam, because the Arabs believed in polytheism, meaning the belief of more than one God. They worshiped 360 gods. They believed in idol worship. So when they was reading the records of the Jews and they saw this part right here, this part enabled him to spread Islam easily through the Arab communities because of this verse right here. Keep reading. We'll get to that.
Okay. And will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he begot, and I will make him a great nation.
He will make him what?
A great nation.
Now, because of this scripture, the Arabs or the Ishmaelites were reading this and saw that the Most High was going to make him a great nation. You understand? So this made it acceptable and easily digestible for them to listen to the so-called Prophet Muhammad. Now, here's the cut. Go to the 21st chapter and start at verse 9.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian.
Now, who is the son of Hagar? Go ahead.
The son of Hagar would be Ishmael.
Ishmael, the son of the bondwoman. Keep reading.
Which she had bore unto Abraham, mocking. Verse 10. Wherefore say she unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son. For the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son.
Shall not what?
Shall not be heir with my son.
So this woman said, cast out the bondwoman and her son, because Ishmael is not going to be heir with her son. You understand? So even then it's telling you that we're not going to be the same. We're not going to be together. They're not going to inherit what belongs to us. And at this time, what will belong to Isaac. Keep reading.
Even with Isaac. Verse 11. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son.
Now, Abraham loved Ishmael. He always wanted a child. Hagar gave him a child. It was his firstborn. You understand? So this is the one he grew up with him, raising him, teaching him how to hunt, teaching him how to do all these other things. So he developed an affection for the boy. I mean, it's his son. This is his flesh and blood son. So it was grievous in his sight that his wife was telling him that he got to get rid of the mother and his son. Keep reading.
Verse 12. And Yahweh said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad and because of thy bondwoman, and all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
For in who?
For in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Now, the Lord told Abraham not to be grievous in the sight of the lad. I know it hurts you right now that you got to cast him out and cast her away out, but I'm telling you this, my seed is going to come through Isaac. So how is that important to Islam? Well, go ahead.
Can I go back to 17 and 21?
Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 21. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
With who?
My covenant will I establish with Isaac.
Now, the Lord said he's going to establish his covenant with Isaac, not with Ishmael. So that means all the prophets of the Most High got to come through who? Isaac. You understand? And that's how you cut Islam with two scriptures.
Right.
You understand? This Bible here is a double-edged sword.
Right.
You understand this Bible, you understand life.
That's
The scriptures say that wisdom lifted up of him of low degree and caused him to sit with great men. You've been Muslim all your goddamn life, and I cut you with two scriptures. And this is the point. This is the reason why you can cut them, because even through Islam, it talks about the children of Israel. Even in their book, the Quran, it talks about the Allah bestowed his favor upon the children of Israel. Well, who are the children of Israel? The sons that came from the seed of Isaac.
right.
You understand? That's it on that. You got something you want to say? Go ahead.
So, I mean, and what's so crazy is, I mean, it's even prophesied on how Negroes here in America are here in the captivity that we would be in for keeping these curses, that we would follow after the God of wood and the God of stone, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you find these religions, these things that we will worship, that our forefathers did not know, in the worst place, in the condition you could be in prison, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Negroes go to jail, Christians, and come out Muslims, man. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it just does not end, man.
And if I could,
Go ahead, sir.
right, the only reason why they do it is for protection.
Right.
I mean, you're not a gang member, so you're not gonna join a gang. What else you gonna join? You're gonna join the Muslims.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, which is not even a different gospel.
Right.
That's already been established. Then they got two sects of Muslims. You got the black people, and then you got the Arabs. And that's why Malcolm X was killed. Because he went over there to make it seem that this was just not a black thing. This is a black, a white, a Chinese, an Arab, East Indian kind of thing. So that's why they're called sand Christians.
Right.
They believe that all men could be it. With being an Israelite, you have to be born one.
Right.
This ain't something you can just convert to. I'm gonna give one last scripture though before we get out of here. Give me 2 John chapter 1. And start at verse 5. And this here is the solution to what plagues our community. Stop listening to these false prophets, these false Christian pastors, or these fake Israelite leaders, or these fake imams from Islam. And start listening to the real niggas, the priests and prophets of the Lord in the Israelite school of UPK under commanding General YAHANNA. You got that? Read that, verse 5. 2 John, verse 5.
Okay. It's the book of 2 John, verse 5. And now I beseech thee, lady, not as though I write a new commandment unto thee, but that which we had from the beginning, that we love one another.
That we do what?
That we love one another.
The black people need to do what?
Love one another.
We gotta love one another. And love is tough. Love is correction. We gotta be able to tell our black men to be black men. Get back to being leaders. Let our women get back to being leaders in the household under your man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with answering to your husband.
Right.
Now, if you done lay down with a man that can't run his water, let alone a house, then that's your fault.
Right.
You understand? You can blame the white man for that. Because here at the UPK, you're gonna get to know that man before you open your legs to him. Because whoever you have sex with, you marry and you're stuck with. I don't like to use the word stuck. You know what I'm saying? It implies something bad, but whoever you marry to here, you're gonna be married to forever. You understand? So you gotta love one another, but it's a different type of love. This ain't got nothing to do with the feeling of love.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Verse 6. And this is love.
And this is what?
And this is love.
And this is what that love is when the Most High said that we need to love one another. Keep reading.
That we walk after his commandments.
After his what?
After his commandments.
Now we gotta walk after his commandments. You understand? And where do we find his commandments at? Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep on reading.
This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning.
From what?
From the beginning.
So now let me ask you this, and it's rhetorical, obviously. Where is the beginning of the book? Shalom.
Right.
This is the Israelite school of UPK, started out of 1 West, heart of New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. Look, we got the 50th annual Passover coming up. Hopefully your hotels is booked. Commanding Junior Hunter booked out the whole damn hotel.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Your kids gonna be safe that day.
Right.
You don't gotta worry about your kids being molested on April 7th. Well, we're going to 17th. April 18th through what? Through the 22nd at that hotel. What's the name of that hotel? I can't remember. The what?
JFK.
The Hilton JFK. You understand? Your kids will be safe there. Now after we leave, take your kids too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, we can't cover you outside the body. You understand? But yeah, come on out, man. It's the day before the Passover. You saw that about the kids? The sisters getting together, to get the kids together. Yeah, so this is gonna be a full. Hopefully, this is the last one.
Right.
Hopefully, this is the last barbecue show. You understand? Like, hopefully, this is the last one. But look, pay your tithes. Make sure you check out these upcoming holidays. With the only one that's coming out is Passover.
That's it.
And what else? What we're gonna do? We're gonna pass it over? No, we're not gonna pass it over because the grill about to start. We're just gonna say shalom.
Oh, he gave you the song.
Oh, you supposed to get it?
I'm gonna holler at him.
He ain't let me